It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and if you're old enough, you'll remember the English Premier League that was sponsored by Carling. Anybody remember the Carling Premiership, Carling Premier? When the world was a little bit simpler and beer companies were able to sponsor football leagues, all that kind of went away in this country a decade or two ago. In fact, you don't see much in the way of beer advertisements at all these days. If you ever see it on Formula One cars these days, it's always 0% beer adverts. But not in Poland. I'm glad to say, not in Poland. Poland is bucking the trend. You can still buy cans of beer with footballers promoting it. And I think that's great, because football and beer goes hand in hand, doesn't it? It's like you watch a game of football, you immediately think, let's grab a beer while I'm watching it. This brewery seems to be called Kro lewskie Jasne Pełne, which means pale lager. It's 5.2% ABV, and reading all the small print on the can, I've worked out that it's by Warka, which Warka is a big Polish lager company, and they're owned by Grupo Żywiec. So it's Żywiec. You've seen the Żywiec lager probably in the UK. Well, this is all part of that company. 500ml can, 5.2% ABV. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. I picked this up in my local Polish off license in Cardiff. Cost me £2.50. Everything was £2.50. All of the beers in it, £2.50. Some swing top bottles from Brava Staropolski. I picked up a bottle of Żywiec Baltic Porter. That was more than £2.50, I think. But this looks good, doesn't it? It looks very good. Two-finger white head. Good levels of carbonation. Lots of carbonation in this glass. And a pale straw-coloured lager. Let's get the aroma then. It's not going to blow your socks off. It's not going to be like, IPA aromas. And it's a pale lager from Poland. It's a little hoppy, a little peppery, a little spicy. Pick up a little bit of that sweetness, maybe a touch of lemon or something like that. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. I like that.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Blimey, scared the life out of me. I just drank another Polish beer. And that was less carbonated, thinner, and reflecting on it, I'd probably give it a slightly better rating than I probably should have done. Only because of the fact that I'm drinking something here which is far superior in the taste. That is proper kind of beer garden, middle of summer. You know them fan zones that are cropping up where you can go and watch a football game. I've never been to one, but I like the idea of it. I really like the idea of it. So they're building like fan zones, like so outside football stadiums, big open space areas where big screen TVs, bars. You can watch it. If you can't get into the game, you can watch the game outside with a few beers. I really like the idea of that. They're called fan zones. Well, I can imagine this doing really well at a fan zone when the sun is beaming down on you. You can smell the Polish sausages from the hot dog vendors. You can smell them from like, I don't know, half a mile away type of thing. And dreaming of the mustard and the tomato sauce on top of your hot dog. And you've got a nice cold Polish lager. It's been designed for that, this beer. This beer has been designed to session. I could drink quite easily of this. 3-4 pints. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. It's got a nice, slightly creamy, rich mouthfeel to it. Nice little bit of body to it. Great drinkability. Really, really lovely drinkability to this beer. It finishes nice and bitter as well. There's a lovely bitterness to the finish of this beer, and it makes me want to grab my George Foreman, which is right there, stick it on the bar there and buy some hot dogs and crack it open and get some beers going. Oh yeah, I love it, absolutely love it. I love it myself. But look at the head retention. Look how this beer looks. Look at the head retention on the beer. Lovely, thick, creamy, rich head. It's a good beer, this. I know it's football. I mean, you can be, what's the word? You can be forgiven, I suppose, for thinking, you know, this is just a football themed beer. It's going to be okay. I'm not going to take it too seriously. You could do all of those things. But this is, it's really good. It's really good. So I'm going to rate it. It looks good. Great carbonation, great look to the beer. Look at the beer as I roll it around in the glass. Look at that. Nice aroma. Really decent taste. A really decent taste of, I'm going to imagine, all malt lager. This is an all malt lager. You really get the quality malts coming through in this beer. It's good. I like it. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.